Good day. All right. Hey, guys. I wanted to talk to you a little today because, as you all know, I'm mostly blind. And I have a heck of a time uh, when you guys are suggesting things, which I really love. Don't get me wrong. I love all the different suggestions you give me for all the different artists because it introduces me to so much different stuff. And I do love all that. Uh, where I'm having the problem is that I can't write stuff down and then read it back to myself. Um, and so, what I need you guys to do when you request something, I've been told that what I need to do is do a Patreon. I, you guys, if a lot of you guys tell me I need to do that, that's what I'll do. Right now, what I'm trying to do though is I'm trying to uh, make it so you guys can send me like links on when you send me your messages or whatever for like you should react to so and so. Okay, send the link to it because what that does for me, if you notice at the top of my screen, a lot of times I've been told at the top of my screen for my videos, you can see all the different YouTube tabs I have open. Those are all different requests because that's how I do it when you guys request something. Um, I literally put it up and it literally goes in line on the YouTube, and then I just go through them, boom, 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 boom. That's how I do it because I can't really write anything down or anything. So it's like, um, that's how I do it, and that's how I know what I'm doing next and all that kind of stuff when you guys are requesting stuff. So if you guys send the link, it makes it a whole lot easier because then I can just hit on it. It pops up a YouTube thing, and I don't have to go in and take all that time to go into Google or whatever, and put in YouTube, and then do all that stuff. And I know there's probably easier ways to do it. I just don't know how. All right, never claimed to be a genius when it came to electronics, um, but that would help me out a lot. Um, like I said, I've talked to a couple other reactors um, here on YouTube, and they've started up Patreon channels. And what they do is they do requests from their Patreon channels, and then put a lot of them in here. And they also do that because of the fact that a lot of the videos that we do get blocked by YouTube claims, whatever. They just get blocked. Deanna Navarro is the perfect example of that. I've done 3 or 4 of her things that were requests, and I think 1 or 2 of them have gotten through, and that's it. The other 2, I think it was, didn't. They got blocked. I don't know how they use the algorithm, all that kind of crap. I don't know all that stuff. I just know that what I've been told by other people is that you can actually put those on Patreon. And so what they've done is because it's really hard in YouTube to not get blocked a lot of times, what they do is they put it all on Patreon and then put like 1 or 2 a week on YouTube. I That seems like a whole lot of work to me. Um, but again, I mean, sooner or later I'll have to do it, I guess, because the requests I'm getting now are enormous, and it's really hard for me. That's why when I go in and when I go in and ask or answer your guys' comments, which I love doing, don't get me wrong. Again, I'm not whining, bitching, complaining, however you want to put it. But at the same time, it takes me a long period of time, a lot longer than other people, because other people could just read and answer and go. Um, I have to read really slowly, and I have to, and it's very hard because I can, seeing it, and I have to guess at some words and things like that, and then then I have to type something back to you, and that takes me a long time because I wasn't a typist. Of course, I was a trucker, so typing was not in my wheelhouse. Uh, but I wanted to make a video for you guys to let you know what's going on behind the scenes. I mean, what you see me do when I react to these things, I don't do any editing or any of that kind of stuff. What you see is what you get. Um, if I have emotion, if I don't have emotion, if I understand it, if I don't understand it, what you see is what you get. I love the different uh, pieces of this journey that you guys have been with me on and are suggesting to me and things like that. It is amazing to me, you know, just how different, things are. I mean, when I started this whole thing, I started it to maybe have you guys introduce me to new music, but also for me to introduce you to a lot of the stuff that I grew up with, listened to on the road. Everything from the Beatles to George Strait. It's like, for me, I love the journey that I'm on, and that you guys are all on it with me. It is an amazing thing to me because I have been my whole life an introvert. I think it makes for good trucking if you're an introvert, because people that have families and things like that, it's really hard for them because it's hard being out all that time and doing things. Me and myself, I enjoyed the hell out of being out and seeing the country and being able to drive on the ocean, things like that. That was amazing to me. I loved it. Did it give me weirdos? Yeah, the first time I was ever on the lake, driving on the lake on ice and hearing crackle and stuff, I didn't know I was on the lake. They had to tell me, well, look to your right, see that dock? And it was facing the wrong way. At that point in time, I lost my seat literally in my butt because I just sucked right up. I mean, did it scare me? Yes, it scared me. It scared the hell out of me. But the reality was, now I get to tell you about it. How friggin' cool that was. Being able to fish all over the country. From everywhere from Alaska, Canada, United States. Just being able to go to all the Six Flags around the country, U.S. that is. Being able to go to the what they called the World Mall back then, was in Canada, before they built the Mall of America in Minnesota. Just different things, and I love sharing different stuff with you guys. I love sharing the music because it all of it is a soul journey. As I said before, it's a soul journey. A lot of these things like Nightwish has touched me in ways that I never even knew I could be touched. Not in kinky ways, of course, but you know what I'm saying. But they've touched me, and that's a band from today which just blows me away, because most of the music that of today, rock and roll or country rap now, very few of those things. I mean, like Tom McDonald. Tom McDonald's a rapper. He's the only rapper I've ever really liked in my life. Never really got into rap anyway, but Tom McDonald and the way he does things resonates. These different artists that I'm going through, I mean, they do They all do different things. I mean, Nightwish touches my soul. Floor Jansen gives me a gasm. All by her lonesome. Um, she reminds me of Heart when they came out, and Ann and Nancy Wilson, uh, Pat Benatar. She has that kind of Pat Benatar. When she came out, there was nothing like her. Just like Flora. I mean, Flora, you guys have said she's the best female singer in the world. It's not hard to believe that. I would love to get her and Dimash together. Huh. Talk about a dream team. Wow. But again, it's one of them things. But again, I need you guys' opinions on these different things. Like, for instance, when you're going to send me something that you want me to react to, send the link. I will continue to do as much as I can. I try to get to you guys' comments. If I record for a day, and by the time I catch up with comments, it's been 2 days past that. But I will get to all your comments. I do that because I think we have a unique don't know the wording, relationship. We have a unique relationship. Closest to the word I wanted to use, and I love that. So I love you guys, and I love the fact that you're staying with me on this soul journey. It amazes me every day, and I wouldn't care to do it with anybody else. So, as I always say, if you want things to change, you have to change. You want things to get better, you have to get better. It's a fact. It takes just as much energy to be an asshole as it does to be awesome. I, of course, choose awesome. And I hope you choose to make this your best day ever.